Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, first of all, I would like to show my utmost appreciation for this wonderful opportunity and the TKP for providing this beautiful venue. I would also like to thank Actus Consulting and also HRM for allowing me to speak to you today. My name is Natsuyomo Nobumoto Lipschutz. I was born and raised in Japan, so my educational background is all in Japanese in Japan. Came to the United States in 1995, started to work for Itochi International in steel department in New York. And then I went to an NYU for my MBA degree, worked for McKinsey for a short while. And then in 2004, I started my company called Aspire Intelligence. And that's a strategy consulting company. And this year, I started a new line of business, Breakthrough Speaking. So let me introduce you Breakthrough Speaking's concept, and also I'd like to go through my personal background. Now let's stop here. How many of you have heard of this kind of opening before? Sounds very familiar, talking about thank you so much, my background, my company, let me tell you about my story. Yes? Did it excite you? No. Did it really interest you? And did you really want to know, so eager to know about my personal life story? No, right? Who cares about who I'm thanking and what my personal background is and what my company is about? You're here because you wanted to learn something new, right? And you wanted to be inspired, maybe. Or you wanted to gain some new tool. This type of opening that I just demonstrated is often done so much, if not every time. It's called unpleasant pleasantry. What it means is trying to be pleasant, thanking everybody, being polite, but that's nothing to do with what your interest is. That's unpleasant. Unpleasant pleasantry. Then why do people still do this opening? Because it's familiar. Because that's the way it's been done. That's the only way you know how to do. Right? But as a speaker, do you want to appear to be ordinary or familiar? Or do you want to stand out and make an impression? Let's think about that. So good morning once again. As a non-native English speaker, we tend to think, well, we need to really improve our English ability to make a speech in front of a diverse group of audience. I need to start going to English school. But Breakthrough's concept is different. A language ability does not make you a great global speaker. And being a non-native speaker is actually your advantage. And there are 3 key ingredients that should go into every good presentation and speech. First, the structure. That's the skeleton of the speech organization, or how you put together your messages. How to make an impressive opening, how to close so that your message is remembered 5 years from today, and how to put together a story and make it more memorable. And how many points are you making? And what kind of bridge are you making between points? So mastering these 3 elements will make you a good speaker. But if you still have some doubt about that, I want to challenge you. If you are allowed to speak in Japanese, and if I call on you to come up here and make a speech right now, are you confident? Oh, you're already, no. Right? So my point is, it's not the language. And being a non-native speaker actually helped me to win the international speech contest 2 years in a row among native speakers and past champions. As a non-native English speaker, we tend to speak with simple words, very simple words, short phrases. Maybe you want to repeat your phrases a lot because you're not sure that your message is really taken across, right? And slow speed. Simple words, short phrases, slow speed. That's the games of our names of our game. Because we can't really talk so fast with complicated words and phrases like native speakers. I have a great news and a bad news. The great news is those are the very elements that you have to have in delivery of your great speech. And the bad news is we tend to think that these are our weaknesses. But it's quite contrary. It's your asset. It's actually your asset that you haven't been using before. So have a confidence and just learn a little skill and tools and frameworks so that you can put together and craft a message, deliver a message, and sell that message. So at Breakthrough Speaking, you will be able to get tools and frameworks that you can craft the message, deliver the message, and sell the message, and provide the clear next step that you want your audience to take. But just because I'm talking about tools and framework, please do not think for one moment that every speech is the same. Because there are so many theatrical different ways to make your speech memorable. How about 7 different ways to open your speech? 7 different ways. The second time around I started, what I did to open my speech was a bold statement. The language ability does not make you a good speaker. Being a non-native speaker is your advantage. Make it bold. Make it a promise. Because as a speaker, what you want the audience to do is to have this imagination or visualization of the clear result that they want to achieve. Whether you're selling a product or service or idea, you want your audience to dream about the result that they can get by using your product, service, or idea. So do not sell the product, sell the result. Do not sell the service, sell the result. And do not sell the idea, sell the result. And do not sell the process, sell the result. Exactly. So making a big promise at the very beginning, you can have a clear image about the result. And they want to know more. They want to know, how can I get there? Right? And what about opening with a great story? The essence of public speaking is all about make a story, tell a story, and make a point. Tell a story and make a point. What if, let's say I was at some sales conference and I started with a story. So someone introduces me. So here's the next speaker, Natsuyo Lectures. It was a very hot summer day. I was attending the sales conference with 9 other colleagues. After the whole day, we felt like an ice cream. So we went to the Baskin Robbins nearby. Exactly at 7 p.m., we got there, and the manager shut the door right in front of us. And the manager seemed to be 16 years old, wearing this uncomfortable-looking tie. One of our colleagues said, "Son, 9 of us, big job, big money, just 5-minute job. Come on." And the manager says, "Sir, we closed. recognizing that this boy might be getting a very minimum salary, another guy said, what about we give you $20 for a 5-minute job? The boy goes back to the back and calls over someone who appears to be his boss. He looked like 17 years old. They quickly went into the sales meeting. He comes back. Sir, what about $30? Well, we ended up offering $20 and we settled at that. But there is a life lesson that I would like you to never forget. A life is a series of sales and negotiation. The answer is always no if you don't ask. So I said that I was supposed to be at the sales conference. So you see how I tie the story into the sales point, the life lessons about sales and negotiation. So always tell a story and make a point. And what I did not do was, I would like to start my speech by sharing my story and what I learned from that experience. Just go right into the story. Just dive in. That way you can get everyone's attention and interest as to where the story goes, what I can learn from that story. So at Breakthrough Speaking, you will be getting tools and frameworks. And I just talked about 2 of the different ways to open a speech. And I said there are 7. And in the Kiso course, and just in the Kiso course, you will already learn 7 different ways to open your speech that will make a great impact. And other than Kiso course and Jisen course and presentation course, as a webinar, we also provide the corporate workshop that's customized. We'll also do one-on-one coaching and some other programs that might interest the companies. So if you're interested in improving your skill or your employees' speaking skill, will come to me or Arias-san and see how you can help your employees achieve their goals. So there's just one more takeaway that I would like you to take home with. If your goal is to become a great global speaker, then English school is not going to get you there. And Breakthrough Speaking can help you and your employees to achieve their goal. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.